participate at the meeting through the video conferencing facility and to vote electronically. Professor Umesh Bellu, who is Public Interest Director on the board of CDSL, could not join the meeting as he is out of India. The requisite quorum being present, I declare the meeting being validly constituted. I therefore call the meeting to order. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Since we are holding the meeting in new format, before moving forward, I would like to explain the flow of the meeting. After statutory compliances, I will talk about the key achievements of the financial year 2019-20 and I will also brief you on few strategic matters. We had requested all of you in the notice for the AGM to send your queries in advance. We will respond to only those queries which have already been received by us. Thereafter, we will open the lines for those shareholders who have registered themselves as speakers for this AGM. We would like to hear your suggestions, inputs, and comments. If you have further queries, even if we are not able to respond today, we'll be happy to address them in due course. And now, to the business of this meeting, I trust that you have received the annual report and the notice of AGM containing the resolutions to be voted on. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all, esteemed shareholders, my colleagues on the board, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to the 22nd Annual General Meeting of Central Depository Services India Limited. I would have preferred to meet and address you in person, but as you know, we are holding this meeting over a virtual platform due to the prevailing unprecedented circumstances. I hope you and members of your family are safe and healthy. I would also like to thank you for sparing the time to join us today on the eAGM platform. I also thank you for your continued faith in CDSL and its management, even in the uncertain times like these. Your trust and confidence in CDSL drive us to create value for you every day. Before we get into details, I want to take a brief moment to place our appreciation and gratitude to executive management and employees of CDSL. The depository business has been identified as an essential service, and we are very proud to inform you that our operations have been running round the clock without any disruption, even during the national lockdown, without compromising the health of our employees and vendors. This is my first year as the chairman of CDSL, and during the year, it has recorded many firsts. From being the first and only depository to be listed in Asia, CDSL in this year has become the first depository to cross 2 crore Demat accounts under its fold, and also the first depository to launch a branch in IFSC Gift City, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. CDSL's vision, conceptualized in the current year, is dematerialization and digitization of all key assets built on a robust platform for its safe, secure, and convenient custody and transfer for empowering a self-sufficient investor environment. It is our primary mission to not only provide traditional depository services, but to continue to work to widen the spectrum of services for market participants and to provide secure custody and transfers of all dematerialized assets. The recent developments in your company have been conceived and executed keeping in mind the new vision. We believe that the ease of doing business provided by CDSL is what makes us the choice of every investor, depository participant, registrar and transfer agents, issuers, and every stakeholder. In response to the COVID-19 situation, we have fine-tuned our business strategy with our vision and launched initiatives that promote Atmanirbhar Niveshak, that is, a self-sufficient investor, by offering a bouquet of web-based services like Easy, Easiest, e-voting, email updation, EDIS, and a comprehensive My Easy mobile app. During the year, the board was reconstituted and there were major changes in the executive management. The focus of the new leadership at CDSL is primarily on good corporate governance and business growth driven by strong ethical values. We are strongly committed to the core principles of transparency and good governance as per the framework prescribed by the government and SEBI. Ease of transacting business has always been the core motto of CDSL, and we continue to endeavor towards providing digital solutions that ensure pace and seamless access while operating of your Demat account. Your company has been working towards strengthening its digital footprint and providing various digital solutions for the investor. Hence, we have also initiated new services in line with transformation and requirements of the current times to promote digital initiatives of the government. In addition to our e-voting services, we also offer services to hold annual general meeting through video conference and email updation services to companies to update their shareholder database. Speaking of our business updates, during the financial year 2019-20, the number of active beneficial owners accounts with CDSL has increased to 2.12 crores as on March 31st, 2020, a 21.83% growth from previous year. As of today, we have become the first depository to reach the milestone of 2.5 crore Demat accounts. As on August 31st, 2020, 47,906 ISINs with the value of rupees 21.48 lakh crores have been admitted for dematerialization with CDSL. The volume of securities under custody has increased by 26%. We would also like to inform you that our financial performance has been encouraging as we posted a net profit of rupees 106.72 crores for the financial year 2020. Driven by our strong performance, the board has recommended a dividend of rupees 4.5 per share, which is the highest in the 22 years of history of CDSL. Additionally, CDSL's CSR initiative in the said financial year was to support the battle against the COVID pandemic in all possible ways, and in support of the same, CDSL contributed rupees 6.8 crores towards the government's ongoing relief initiatives. Your company continues to grow in business operations and financial performance. We'll also like to express our gratitude towards the directors who retired during the course of the year and management of CDSL for their services for the years they served, contributing to the growth of CDSL. In conclusion, I would like to once again thank our regulator SEBI, partners and clients for their constant support, and I'm grateful to you, our shareholders, for your continued confidence in us. Thank you all and Jai Hind. After this, we will now come and proceed to the formal business of the meeting. The notice, the director's report, and annual report, including the audited accounts of CDSL for the year ended 31st March 2020, have already been distributed to all the shareholders. With your consent, I shall take them as read. The auditor's report on the financial statements for the year ended 31st March 2020 and the secretarial audit report for the year ended 31st March 2020 do not contain any qualification, observation, or comments on financial transactions or matters which have any adverse effect on the functioning of the company. Hence, pursuant to Section 145 of the Companies Act 2013, the auditor's report on the financial statements for the year ended 31st March 2020 is not required to be read at the meeting, and with your permission, I take them as read. The authorized representatives of the statutory auditors, Messrs. S.R. Batliboy and Company LLP, Chartered Accountants, Mumbai, are also present for the meeting. The Board of Directors has appointed Shri Vatsal Doshi, proprietor of Messrs. Vatsal Doshi and Associates, practicing company secretary, as the scrutinizer to scrutinize the remote e-voting and Instapoll voting process at the AGM in a fair and transparent manner as stipulated under the company's Management and Administration Rules 2014. As all the resolutions set out in the notice of annual general meeting have already been put to vote through e-voting, the resolutions need not be proposed or seconded by shareholders at this meeting in terms of clause 7.1 of the Secretarial Standards 2 issued by the Institute of Company Secretaries of India. I now request the Company Secretary to explain the process of e-voting at this meeting. Over to Amita.
The shareholders, as on the cutoff date, that is September 8, 2020, were provided with the facility to cast their vote electronically through the e-voting services provided by KFin Technologies Private Limited, the agency to provide e-voting facility to all on all resolutions set forth in the notice of this AGM. The e-voting portal remained open for voting from September 12, 2020, 9 a.m. Indian Standard Time till September 14, 2020, 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and thereafter the remote e-voting module was disabled by Messrs. KFin Technologies Private Limited. The vote cast by a member through remote e-voting was not allowed to be changed subsequently. The company has provided a two-way video conferencing facility VC to view the live streaming of the proceedings of the AGM on https emeetings.kfintech.com in order to facilitate participation of members at the AGM through VC. The company has fixed Tuesday, September 8, 2020 as the record date for the purpose of determining the eligibility of the members to receive dividend for the financial year 1920. Dividend, if declared at this meeting, will be paid within a period of 30 days from the conclusion of the AGM. The warrants shall be dispatched as per the directions issued by MCA circular dated May 5, 2020. Payment of dividend will be subject to deduction of tax at source at applicable rates. The manner of registering mandate for receiving dividend is given in the detailed notice. The outcome of voting will be the cumulative count of the valid votes cast by e-voting of this AGM. The consolidated item-wise results of the voting and the report of the scrutinizer will be placed by the company on its website www.cdslindia.com and on the website of KFin Technologies Private Limited https evoting.carvi.com immediately after the results declared by the chairperson or any other person authorized by the chairperson, and the same shall be communicated to National Stock Exchange India Limited, where the shares of the company are listed. I now request Chairman Shri Chawal to start with question and answer session.
Thank you. I now invite the shareholders who have registered themselves to speak in this meeting. I would like to request them to be brief in their queries and comments and limit their time to not more than 3 minutes and to avoid repetition of questions so as to provide an opportunity to all the members who desire to speak. The company secretary may call out the names in sequence.
Thank you, sir. Dear shareholders, thank you for joining our 22nd AGM today and for taking time to participate in today's AGM. Before we go live with the questions and answers, here are some points to note for your convenience. Kindly turn on your video when you are projected on the screen if you want to show your video. Kindly unmute yourself and proceed to ask the questions, and please mention your name. Each shareholder will have 3 minutes for their questions. To avoid repetition, the board will respond to all the questions at the end. Once you have asked your question, you can mute yourself and continue to watch the proceedings. We have received requests from 10 members to speak. As of now, around 6 members are present. Now, we request first speaker, Shri Kaushik Shahukar, to unmute himself and kindly proceed with the question. Thank you.
Uh, Hello. Hello.
Mr. Kaushik, you're audible, sir. Please proceed. Thank you.
Yeah, is on. At the outset, let me introduce myself as Kaushik Shahukar from Mumbai. Professionally, I am chartered accountant. Medically, I suffer from dystonia. In simple terms, 55% of my body is paralyzed, and this is impacted my right part, including right hand, right leg, and speech. Good morning, sir. I have, however, not treated this as a hindrance, as I have mentioned before. Despite my medical condition, I have successfully completed my chartered accountancy course, as I strongly believe that I am self-reliant and self-dependent. I admire the virtues of CDSL that share the same principle of making people self-reliant through through your ongoing and continuous philanthropic work. You have made and are making a positive change in the society. Due to aforesaid, I have previously approached CDSL Limited to work in certification area. Unfortunately, that has not progressed. I would therefore like to use this forum to reach to you and explore avenues where we could work together. I'm confident that you would find my professional acumen a value add to your extended organization and will empathize with my condition and support me with certification work. I would like to take the opportunity to thank Board of Directors for giving me opportunity and also patiently hearing me. Also, special thanks to Amita and entire secretarial department for making this event possible and also giving opportunity to speak in, in the event. Thank you all. I'm also hopeful to associate with CDSL soon. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Mr. Kaushik. Thank you, Mr. Kaushik. The next speaker is Mr. Dinesh Bhatia.
हेलो आप सुन सकते हैं मुझे? हेलो
Yes, sir. You're
Yes,
audible,
sir.
sir. Please proceed.
चेयरमैन श्री, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर, आप सभी को फर्स्ट तो कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन कहूँगा कि ऐसा कोविड पीरियड में भी हमारा जो रिवेन्यू है बढ़ा हुआ है, वो जो एक अच्छी बात है, क्योंकि हम जो देख रहे हैं कि हमारा जून 20 का जो है वो रेवेन्यू जो है जो मार्च 20 के हिसाब से अच्छा है। 59 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू है सेल्स है, और ये जून 20 में 65 करोड़ का है, जो अच्छी दिखा। हमें एक चीज का नहीं समझ आया कि हमारा अदर इनकम क्या है, जो हमें मार्च में 13 करोड़ का अदर इनकम था, जो जून 20 में 20 करोड़ का है, तो वो बढ़ गया। अच्छी चीज है। नेट प्रॉफिट भी हम देख रहे हैं कि हमारा जो काफी अच्छा है, मार्च में 28 करोड़ था, ये जून में हमारा 46 करोड़ है, वो अच्छी बात है। अभी ये हमारा 22nd AGM है, तो हम क्या अजू 3 साल हमें रुकना पड़ेगा कि बीच में आप कुछ बोनस का भी कुछ सोचेंगे या स्प्लिट का सोचेंगे? क्योंकि हमारा जो शेयर कैपिटल है वो 104 करोड़, इसके सामने हमारे पास रिजर्व जो है 619 करोड़ है। लास्ट ईयर हमारे पास 563 करोड़ था रिजर्व। ये साल में हमारा 50 करोड़ से भी अधिक रिजर्व बढ़ा हुआ है, जो हमारा 50% जो कैपिटल के हिसाब से बढ़ा हुआ है 619 करोड़ है। और हमारी जो आज की बुक वैल्यू जो है 54.51 है। तो आप हमारी आपको रिक्वेस्ट है कि हमको 25 साल और 3 साल रुकाने के बदले आप बोनस की या तो फिर शेयर स्प्लिट कीजिए। 10 रुपये का जो शेयर है उसको 2 रुपये का कीजिए। बाकी तो हर एक चीज में हमारी जो तरक्की है काफी अच्छा है। और एक हमें जानना था कि जो हमारी 2016 में फिक्स एसेट जो है वो 3 करोड़ थी, और 2020 में हमारी जो 2019 में 75 करोड़ थी, और 2020 में 74 करोड़ की है। तो ये फिक्स एसेट जो है वो कौन सी है, और हमारी लीज होल्ड है कि फ्री होल्ड है? ये फिक्स एसेट जो है लीज होल्ड है कि फ्री होल्ड है? हमारे पास कितनी फ्री होल्ड एस्टेट है, उसके बारे में जानकारी देने का कोशिश करना। और मैं हर एक रिजोल्यूशन को आपको सपोर्ट करता हूँ। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Mr. Bhatia. The next speaker is Ms. Vasudha Dakwe.
Ms. Vasudha, request you to kindly unmute yourself by clicking on the red color button at the bottom. Thank you.
Hello. Can you hear me, sir, now? Hello.
Yes, you are audible. Yes, madam, you can go ahead.
Very good afternoon to all. Myself, Vasudha from Thane. I would like to ask, what is the impact of COVID-19 on our subsidiary companies? With this, I support all the resolutions. Thank you very much.
Vasudha. Now the next speaker is Hariram Chowdhury.
Mr. Hariram, I request you to kindly unmute yourself, sir, by clicking on the red color button at the bottom. Thank you. We have not received any feedback from the speaker, ma'am. Thank you.
So the next speaker is Mr. Beruz Paurudehi.
Hello. Now I'm unmuted. Can you speak? Hariram Chaudhary.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Hariram can speak.
Mr. Hariram Chaudhary wants to speak.
Mr. Hariram, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I'm Hariram Chaudhary. I'm speaking here. I'm unmuting my video, but it is not being opened. Anyway, I will speak without video also. Mr. Chairman, kindly, Balkrishna ji, my name is Hariram Chaudhary. I'm speaking from Santa Cruz. And kindly let us know how many shareholder clients we have. And as compared to NSDL, we have many less. So kindly let us know how many we have. And my suggestion is that before starting the meeting, half an hour we had. So in this half an hour, we could have shown the video of our CSR activities. This is my suggestion for the future meeting. And as far as WebEx is concerned, we could see names of all the panelists. Here we cannot see all the panelists in case of K-Fintech. K-Fintech should make their arrangement like this. And next, Mr. Chairman, can you let us know how how we had helped the COVID-affected people? Whether we had given PPT, sanitizer, ambulance, ventilator, ICU beds, or helping the vaccine people, or given the free food to migrant workers, how we had helped, kindly let us know. Please also let me know who is the chairman of the CSR committee and who are the members of the CSR committee. Now here my suggestion is that if we receive an application from COVID affected person who is a shareholder, we should give 1 lakh rupees because the total cost of treatment is 15 lakh rupees. So this is my suggestion that we should help the shareholder who comes to us. Now kindly let us know how many people how many shareholders joined today's meeting and how many staff members are working from home. So kindly let us know this information. And kindly I request that send me one printed copy to me. Many companies just sent me, so 1 copy can be sent to me also. Then my last point is I convey my best wishes for all round progress and prosperity of the company. Thank you, Balkrishna ji. My name is Hariram Chaudhary.
Thank you, Chaudhary ji. We will just look into we will answer your questions once we hear all the speakers.
Thank you, Mr. Chaudhary. The next speaker is Mr. Behrooz Paurudehi.
Respected Chairman and other distinguished director, my name is Behrooz Faramos Purdei. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sir, you can hear me, no?
Yes.
We are facing stiff competition from NSDL because NSDL is having more customers than CDSL, and even their platform is also Cisco WebEx, and they are very strong in the performance, and they are having the office at Kamla Mill compound. We would like to know whether our office at FutureX, whether they have reduced the rent, because in this pandemic, many of the companies have, even the bank's premises, they have reduced the rent by 20%. So we should also take initiative in that regard. And we would like to know what you are doing for CSR activities, because many of the migrant workers and people in the rural area, they are actually starving. So we should take initiative in helping the poor, because when we go towards Cross Maidan and Azad Maidan, we see people sitting on the road and they are without any food. So actually, because of all the shops being closed, they are not able to get the food also. So we should take initiative in this regard and do dedicated CSR activities. We should help people and see that blessing come from above. So, and we would also request you that how much percentage is being held by Bombay Stock Exchange, because Ashish Kumar Chauhan wants to dilute CDSL, and CDSL office was previously in Bombay Stock Exchange. Whether we are still having the office at BSE, and how much percentage is held by BSE. And we hope that you will give better services than NSDL. And I support all your resolutions, and I wish the company all the very best. And we wish to see better days ahead along with good dividends. I hand over the mic to Homayun Puradei.
Hello, sir. I am the next speaker. We are decided to speak on the same this thing. So, just a few questions I want to ask. First, congratulations. You mentioned in your speech we are the highest subscribers of Demat account holders. So that is wonderful. I'm one of them. I've got Demat accounts in CDSL and long back, Union Bank of India and Sushil Finance and other. We've got many folios, so we have no complaints. So now we know you were working during pandemic. So there was a meeting, AGMs were conducted through CDSL platforms. We also know about that because we ourselves attended a few AGMs through CDSL platform. Many say it is easy to go through CDSL because your password is very easy. You know, even if you forget a password, it's very easy. So everybody is praising your platform, CDSL platform through which we could enter. During lockdown, could you make arrangements for your staff to come to office? So because they had to work, it was open. That much I know. So could you make provisions for staff to come to office? We just want to know. And so we wish our exchange all the best. We want to see even better because if they do well, we'll get better dividend. And last question, sir, have you received revenue from our clients as usual from our body corporates? Have you received the revenue as you used to receive last year? We just want to get an idea. We wish we are supporting all your resolutions and wish our company all the best. Not to forget your secretarial team who has been working a lot to make us come to your speakers platform and talk and to make this VC also possible. So we should also give them credit and acknowledgement for all the hard work they have put in. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Parudehi. The next speaker is Vinod Agarwal.
Mr. Vinod Agarwal, we request you to kindly unmute yourself by clicking on the red color button at the bottom, sir. You may also turn on your camera. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, my camera is starting. Hello. Yeah. Chairman Balkrishan ji and MD Nehal Vora ji. I firstly compliment the management for achieving a fantastic consolidated revenue of 225 crores and a PAT of 106 crores, which works out to be a PAT margin about 45% above. It's a very good. This kind of margins are not there with many companies. This PAT margins. Yeah. Now the another thing which has been noted is that you have crossed to 2 crores of Demat account, and you have added about 49 lakh accounts in the past year, which is a very good sign. You've got 599 depository participants with you. Yeah. And now I would like to know, one question is, you have started a subsidiary CDSL Ventures, in which you are going to start RTA agent work. Now, how many RTA agent business have you got? How many companies have registered with us as RTA agents? Because this will be eating into Karvi FinTech or LinkedIn or something of that kind. Now, how many of these kind of businesses have you got in our subsidiary? And the equity is good, the reserves are good, very good, and I wish the company all the best for the future. And thank you for allowing me to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Down the next speaker is Mr. Manish Bhandari.
Mr. Manish, we request you to kindly unmute yourself and ask your question, sir. We have not received any feedback from the speaker, ma'am. Thank you.
The next speaker is Mr. Kotecha. Mr. Dinesh Kotecha.
ma'am? Can you hear me?
You're audible, sir. Please proceed.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're
Am I
audible.
audible?
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
you're audible.
Yeah. Chairman and board of directors and all the fellow shareholders who are attending this meeting to video conferencing. Sir, I am very happy because in spite of COVID or despite of COVID, the market is going up and we are getting new clients. NSDL and CDSL are getting new clients from all sides. And we are reaching near our top. Our top was 566.75 52-week high, and we are now at 487, 488. So I think we are doing extremely well. And only thing is, sir, that the new services that you are launching. You had last year in the AGM told us about that. Some private companies are also going to be. They have to demat their shares. What happened to that particular thing? And what is the scope of having more demat accounts now in future? I would like to know that. And I wish you all the best. And thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Kotecha.
Thank you.
Now we will start with the replies.
Yeah. The first person to reply, I will just tell Mr. Kaushik Saukar that we are very, sympathetic about his condition, and we appreciate his the strength of his willpower, and notwithstanding differently abled, he is able to clear competitive exams like chartered accountancy, etc. Mr. Kaushik, the executive management of CDSL will certainly connect with you separately to explore possibilities of working together or cooperating in some project, etc. So all the best to you. Take care. Stay safe. As regards question 2 of Mr. Dinesh Bhatia on other income, I would request Managing Director, Mr. Nehal Vora, to answer it.
Thank you so much. Very, very good afternoon to all the shareholders. And it is indeed a pleasure for me. It is my first annual general meeting as an MD and CEO. Thank you, Mr. Bhatia, about your compliments about the increase in revenue despite the COVID. Your question about the investment income, your question is about basically the other income, which has gone up from 13 crores to 20 crores. That is primarily the investment income, the treasury income which we have, that is part of that. And that has seen some uptick in the first quarter of the current financial year, which has led to the increase in this income. So I think with that, your question is answered. As regards your suggestion on the bonus stroke split, with your suggestion that your reserves are high, we are in the financial infrastructure institution company, and where the strength of the balance sheet is an extremely important criteria for getting our projects going forward. The board and the management shall definitely take the appropriate steps at an appropriate time to decide whether we need to go in for a bonus or a split. Your suggestion is taken on record. And your third question is about the fixed assets, which have gone up from 3 crores to 74 crores. This is essentially the office premises which CDSL has purchased in Marathon FutureX at Lower Parel. This is a owned premise. It is not a leasehold. It's a freehold premise. And that shows the increase of the fixed asset value. So, sir, I think I've answered his question. So over to you, sir.
Yeah. The question 3 is from Vasudha Dakwe. She has inquired about impact of COVID on subsidiaries. How the business has, the subsidiaries has been affected due to this COVID spread. I would request Mr. Sunil Alvarez to answer this question, being head of an important subsidiary of CDSL. Mr. Sunil.
Yeah. Yeah, good afternoon. And so far as the subsidiary CDSL Ventures was concerned, we did not have much of an impact. The operations continued as normal. And in fact, in the first quarter, the number of KYCs went up almost by 100% as compared to the same quarter in 2019. So net, there was not much of impact on the operations and everything went off quite smoothly.
Okay, thank you, Sunil. As regards other subsidiaries, also I would say that the impact is not much or significant. So with that, Madam Vasudha, we would treat your question as answered. And now we would go to the question posed by Mr. Hariram Chaudhary. So this again question I would request MD to take regarding the number of clients, etc., because it is data-based. So Mr. Nehal Vora can take this question.
Thank you, sir. As has been highlighted by the Honorable Chairman during his speech, CDSL was the first depository of the country to reach 2 crore Demat accounts in the month of January of 2020. And that has increased to 2.5 crore Demat accounts as on August 31st of 2020. About close to 1.7 to 8 crore investors constitute these number of Demat accounts, because a particular investor can have more than one Demat account. But it shows also a significant rise in the number of investors, or the PANs, the permanent account numbers, which we have within our system. So, sir, I think that would answer his question.
No, he also wanted to understand what we are doing for COVID relief.
Yes, sir. So, as this year we have taken an unprecedented step of contributing close to 6.8 crores as a CDSL group to the COVID-19 relief efforts, both with the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund and the Maharashtra Chief Minister's Relief Fund. This is essentially to focus on this unprecedented pandemic which we are all facing. CDSL recognizes its social duty towards the society in terms of ensuring that we would want to spend, so the entire amount which was spending till now has been contributed towards the relief of the COVID-19, both at the central government level and at the Maharashtra state level. So, sir, there are a couple of other questions. Could I just take it with your permission?
No, about Mr. Hariram Chaudhary, I would like to clarify that he requested he requested some help for a shareholder who is suffering. So there I would like to say that right now CDSL does not have any such policy of individual assistance. So we have been giving institutional, aid or donation. So that we will examine, Mr. Hariram Chaudhary. I cannot commit to you on this open forum as to how CDSL would respond to your request for assistance to an individual shareholder. But we will definitely examine. You separately get in touch with the managing director, and then your request can be examined. Yes, Mr. Nehal, you can now take question 5, 6, 7, and 8, because they are all pertaining to business.
In terms of question was on the CSR committee constitution. It's chaired by Madam Preeti Saran, who is a public interest director. The other members are Mr. Mesel Jaymohan, who's a nominee of the Life Insurance Corporation, and myself as the MD and CEO. In terms of how many employees were working from home, we have ensured that our technology is robust enough to enable most of our employees to work from home with the requisite security provisions. And since the national lockdown has been announced in the third week of March, we have ensured that our employees continue to work from home so that the operations of the company do not get impacted. But at the same time, we had to ensure the well-being of not only our employees, but also their families. But more importantly, from a business continuity standpoint, to ensure that the key employees are not getting infected in any manner. And that has shown the success that despite the national lockdown, our business has grown. We have added a significant amount of DMAT accounts. And from 2 crore DMAT accounts, we've reached 2.5 crores during the national lockdown. We have also ensured that not only the employees, but also the depository participants, these are our associates or our partners, who are the intermediaries who connect with the investors, could also work from home. So we have extended our technology to move towards that, to ensure that even they would be able to work from home. And that has yielded the success of ensuring that our business has in fact grown during the national lockdown. In terms of how many shareholders have joined, so the company secretary has said that 94 shareholders have joined today through VC. I think, sir, I've answered all his questions.
Mr. Beru also wanted to know about the shareholding of BSE and by how it will be reduced. So that can be also told.
So
20%.
Yes. So the current shareholding of BSE is 20%. As per regulation, they have time up till 2023 to reduce to 15%. They are represented by their nominee on the CDSL board. In terms of Mr. Beros also had a question on the competition, that our services are not comparable. Well, Mr. Beros, I would just like to draw your attention that the proof of the pudding is in the eating. If you see the number of the growth of DMAT accounts, which have happened over the last 1 year, that shows that the market has preferred CDSL as a depository as compared to a competition. However, we are continuously assessing that wherever we are, there are products and services which a competition offer, which are superior to us. We are in a continuous mode of improvement, and we will continuously basically assess where all we need to improve. But our endeavor has been to twofold. One is to ensure that we are a tech-savvy, a technology-based depository. And second is to ensure that the investor becomes self-sufficient, becomes Atmanirbhar, so that he or she can conduct its own transactions on its own without relying on anybody else. And that is our endeavor as a depository, that to extend this service to our key stakeholders.
Mr. Berus can also be informed that as regards reduction in rent which he is proposing or which is asking us to explore, the corporate office of CDSL is owned by CDSL, and there is no question of reduction of rent there. But where the premises are rented elsewhere in the country, there this suggestion will be taken seriously by CDSL, and the CDSL will explore whether any reduction of rent of commercial properties rented by its associates or by itself elsewhere in the country is possible. And as regards your CSR activities, suggestion that what you do for migrant workers, etc., there we would like to say that it's a small organization and we would not be able to handle such issues. So CDSL is contributing, donations to government, so to further their efforts in addressing issues which are multifaceted. Thank you. Nehalji, you can take the next question.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
So the next question was if during the pandemic the CDSL platforms have been working round the clock, unprecedented, there has not been any halt till now, touch wood. And that's where the commitment of the employees and our key stakeholders under the overall and able vision of the CDSL board, we have ensured our services going unprecedented without any kind of stoppage. Or in terms of the staff, as I mentioned earlier, we have extended our technology platforms with the adequate security to ensure that the majority of employees can work from home. So we have seen that over the last 4 to 5 months, nearly all employees have been working from home. The revenue has been as usual. The collection from our clients, as of now, we have not faced any issues in collection because it's again on a digital mode. Most of our collection is on a digital mode, and we have not seen any material impact in terms of the collections from our customers, be it the corporates which are listed on the depository, as well as the depository participants who conduct their transactions through the CDSL. So, sir, over to you, sir. I think I've answered all the questions which were raised by the next.
No, next is Mr. Vinod Agarwal. He
Yes.
had asked questions about PAT margin, and he has complimented you for high PAT margin. And he has said something about registrar and transfer agency business.
Yes,
so
sir.
you can give your comments on that.
Yes, sir. So in terms of the margin, thank you so much for your compliments and your encouragement and motivation. It goads us to work even harder. Our endeavor has been to keep the costs under control. At the same time, leverage upon the technology to enhance the revenue potential of our business. We are essentially in the digital business. And so there is a huge scope without having a physical presence. You can enhance the impact or your footprint of CDSL. As was played in the presentation earlier, CDSL is there in 94% of the PIN codes in India, despite it not having offices in 94% of those PIN codes. So that showcases the technology prowess of the depository. In terms of CDSL Ventures also acts as a registrar and transfer agent. This is in part of our backward integration in terms of providing an end-to-end service. There are close to 502 companies which have registered with CDSL Ventures as a registrar and transfer agents. I think the potential is so big that despite there being many players, there is a huge scope for everybody to grow. And I think, therefore, we should not really fear our competition. The market is in the evolution of growth. And I believe that all players have sufficient bandwidth to increase this particular thing going forward.
The next question is by Vignesh Amrutlal Kotecha, and he had referred to my speech in the previous meeting, wherein we had suggested, we had stated that we are also exploring the possibility of dematerialization of shares of private companies, unlisted companies. So he has asked, have you done anything in this regard? And what is the scope for this activity in future?
Yes.
That, Nehal, you can answer.
Yes, sir. In terms of your question today, the way the regulation has been formulated by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs is that all public unlisted companies, when they do any corporate action in terms of bonus, etc., or if there is any transfer, they would have to be dematerialized. For a listed company, it is mandatory to be dematerialized and listed on both the depositories. But for an unlisted public company, as per the current regulation, it only requires to be listed with one of the depositories. And we are happy to note that around 2,000 plus companies we've been able to enlist as a part of CDSL, vis-a-vis 1,900 plus in the previous financial year. In terms of the new DMAT accounts, I think our focus and endeavor has been to grow in terms of our depository participant network. We have close to 599 depository participants. Our competition in SDL has around 280. So there is a significant larger number of depository participants which we have. The endeavor is to provide a last mile reach to a lot of the customers staying in the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 towns. And that's where we see a huge potential for growth, because our belief is that we've just scratched the surface. There is a huge potential of more and more people being able to join mainstream financial markets. And the DMAT is the most important building block to enable a person staying in the remotest of the part of the country to access the mainstream financial market seamlessly. It also ensures that the credit risk, as we state, is not there of the shares getting credited or debited, because it's in a very robust market infrastructure institution platform comprising of stock exchanges, depositories, and clearing corporations, to ensure that the trust factor of these investors is maintained. Sir, I think I've answered all. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. I thank all of you. I think all the questions are over. So I thank all of you for your valuable inputs. In case any of your queries have remained unanswered, you may please communicate the same through email on the following the email address that I'm spelling out: agm2020@cdslindia.com. I will repeat the address once again: agm2020@cdslindia.com. You can send your queries through email or seek clarification on queries raised by sending email to this address. Now I would hand over to Company Secretary.
Thank you, sir. I would like to express my sincere thanks to the chairperson and the members of the governing board of directors of CDSL and our esteemed shareholders for attending this meeting and cooperating with us to conduct it smoothly. Thanks a lot. Over to Chairman, sir.
Yeah. I would also like to thank the central and state governments, regulatory authorities, investors, print and electronic media, market intermediaries, and customers for their consistent and resolute support. I thank all of you for having attended the meeting and having extended your cooperation by enabling us to conduct this meeting smoothly. We have taken note of your valuable comments and suggestions. This brings us to the end of this meeting. Before I announce conclusion of this meeting, members who have still not voted on resolutions are requested to cast their votes on CDSL e-voting system. The detailed process of voting is mentioned in the notice for AGM. Let me remind you that voting will close after 30 minutes from the time of closure of this meeting. This concludes the formal business of the meeting, and I declare the meeting as closed, subject to declaration of consolidated results of remote e-voting and venue e-voting. You may all disconnect. Thank you.